people go get the food at a time. Let's not all get up at once, but it is here during the presentation. If you can just get up and kind of sneak over there and get it. At this time, I'd like to recognize State Treasurer Martha Schafly to speak for the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What a time to be introduced when lunch is served and then I'm going to start speaking. So please, everyone, get up and get your lunch if you would like. I think everything, I think the Senator Pryor, we're so glad you're here. I think Representative Smith has done a wonderful job. I think the questioning has been very good. I am here today basically to support this, not only for all women, but for me personally, because I served in the House of Representatives before I ran and am now serving as State Treasurer. So this was my committee, and I love this committee, and they always ask good questions, and I think Jerry Taylor, Representative Taylor, Senator Taylor now, was on this committee. So we have had good policies come out of here. But I think this is honoring the women of Arkansas. I think it's fair. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the only woman constitutional officer. I ran for a year and a half. One of my teammates over here, Lieutenant Governor Halter, is here today. And they were all male. But gender really wasn't a factor in that race. I mean, we just treated each other as equals. And I think this is what this Equal Rights Amendment is all about. When I was sworn into the House of Representatives, we did it collectively. Everyone stood up and we just said our name, and that was the only difference. And collectively, we were sworn in. When I was sworn in as a constitutional officer, I had my 90-year-old mother to stand up and hold our family Bible. And it almost brings tears to my eyes to think that she was born and with 3 million other women living today was not allowed to vote. Susan B. Anthony died before she ever got to vote. She went to jail. So we have had a struggle, and it's only that we want women put into the Constitution, that all men are created equal, men and women are created equal. So all we want is the women part added, and not that, not that we're trying to take away from our male counterparts. We're all different, but yet there's a balance there when you get opinions. So the opinions come from all sides. And so I think this is just honoring our women. You all have discussed about being 36. We will be 36. We need 38. I might not be living by the time this is ever ratified. So, and it might, as a representative, I don't know if it was Green or who in the back, and your wife served, and now you're serving after your wife. So what we say, I mean, in this committee, are the women equal to the male counterparts? You could ask that question. Is their vote as important? Yes. So we're all equal in this body. So I just feel that this amendment is very important to show that Arkansas is progressive, and I'm going to make this short. But we are progressive. And economically, I think it would help our state to show that we are supporting our women. Wayne Cranford gave us a Susan B. Anthony coin in 1972 when I was on that staff, that he was so proud of the women in that agency, and that was in 1972, and never ever had he been so proud. And that was 1972. So what I'm saying is, let's look at this not from sex or marriage or gay marriages or anything, but just to equalize our opportunities and to protect us under the Constitution. Now, Representative Greenberg, and because I like to ask questions too, When I was running, I met you at and congratulations to you. But you asked me if you're related. You said, Ms. Schaffner, are you related to Hallie Schaffner? And I said, I certainly am. Well, that's a little cousin of mine that's at Vanderbilt right now on full scholarship. She loves politics, and she's, 19 years old, 18. And you said you taught her in governor's school. Is that correct? And you said, you've got to be smart if you're related to Hallie. So I took that as a compliment. So I would like for you to really consider this, too, and think of the Hallie Schaffners that are in the world, and that this will be affecting years to come. So I appreciate, I've waited so long, y'all, my mouth is drying out. But anyway, I thought, and I was chairman of this agency, and Donna Davis, and Mr. Chairman, thank you so much, and Donna's been with this committee for a long time, and I appreciate her. She said, Martha, you didn't sign up, and I said, Lindsley didn't tell me I had to sign up, but I appreciate you very much. Please, I'm asking this committee to give us a due pass on this, and let's go forward, and it will all work, and I think we'll be proud of it. We've got a Speaker of the House now, a woman, Nancy Pelosi. The night that I was accepting my win, she was on the screen, and that's the first time in the history of the United States we've had a woman speaker. So we're in this together, and the times are changing. I'll pick up a rifle and go to war or whatever. So to honor our women of Arkansas, let's give this a due pass. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Seeing no questions, we're going to move to recognize Debbie Pelly to speak against the resolution.
Can I let someone else go before me?
Sure. We'll recognize Phyliss Schafly. She's recognized to speak against this resolution.
Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, thank you for your willingness to hear a non-constituent. But I have a special place in my heart for Arkansas because my husband's family owned the Mountain Valley Spring in Hot Springs from 1900 to about 1987. And my husband brought me there on our honeymoon, and I still drink the Mountain Valley water, now owned by Arkansas people, as the finest water in the world. Thank you. Now you've heard about an hour and a half of advocacy for the Equal Rights Amendment, but I note that you didn't hear about one single law, federal or state, that discriminates against women that this amendment will remedy. I note that you didn't hear a single benefit that women will get out of the Equal Rights Amendment. This thing was debated for 10 years, from 1972 to 1982, and it was rejected by 15 states outright and 5 more that rescinded and changed their minds. And I think the main reason it was rescinded and rejected was that it's a fraud. It pretends to help women, but it does nothing for women, and they are not able to show any benefit, any correction of law that the Equal Rights Amendment will do. You know that the amendment does not put women in the Constitution, and it does not put gender in the Constitution. It puts sex in the Constitution. Now we're at the mercy of the judges. The Equal Rights Amendment does not say whether it's the sex you are or the sex you do. We leave all those decisions up to the judges. Now, in looking for what the Equal Rights Amendment will do, I look to the best top authority on that subject. And the leading lawyer in favor of the Equal Rights Amendment those years was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who is now on the U.S. Supreme Court. She wrote a book, a 230-page book, to tell exactly how the Equal Rights Amendment will affect federal law. And she's very explicit in it. I think there probably is no higher authority about what it will actually do. What it will do is to make all of our laws sex neutral. Now, we have the matter of the draft. Now, nobody denies that if you have strict scrutiny, you're going to have women not only subject to the draft, when and if there is a draft, but also subject to combat. We know